A drop of melting starlight began the earth's song. It floated through millennia of silence and made the keeper of time. Home, it clearly scooped up with a bow, a covenant carved into the bloodstream. Where there is water, there is world. And now the river is about to journey far, carrying memories from the souls and the warmth of humanity to illuminate distant lands and vaster skies. Returning to where it all began, we listen to how water and guardianship become the poetry of life. Deep in the clouds and mist of southeastern Qinghai, Nianbaoyuze rises like a vast lotus throne, standing between heaven and earth. This sacred mountain, whose main peak reaches 5,369 meters, is not only a holy place in the hearts of Tibetan people, but also the beating pulse of life across the entire plateau. Its glaciers, holding the memories of the Yellow River's source, and hundreds of highland lakes, glitter like scattered turquoise, sitting like jewels in its embrace. In the early morning haze, a figure in the crimson monk's robe appears on the mountain path. He is Ju Zhaxi Sang'e, a name that means auspicious garden in Tibetan. He holds a doctorate in Tibetan studies and the Temple of Baoyu Monastery in Juji County. People more readily call him the Bird Lama.
年波耶这是我的故乡，在我的童年记忆里，故乡是一个美丽的湖泊。我和简姐常常在湖边玩啊，每次都是比赛，看看谁能认出更多的鸟类呀什么的。也是从那时候回去，就算是和他们结缘了。
From watching birds as a child, to pen them, and then to protect them, he set out on a path of ecological conservation in the core area of Nianbaoyuze. Zhaxi Sang'e said, this has been his lifelong practice.
Four, 这些都成年了，需要帮助的那些都是在那个悬崖上面，能看到翅膀。看哦，再等一等。我已经老了，走得慢，这个山太高了。
Lately, around noon, Zhaxi Sang'e always hears the urgent calls of young vultures from the cliff. The cries come one after another, make him restless. He knows this is the most critical period before the young birds learn to fly, and the biggest challenge right now is finding enough food.
야, 쪽지. 야, 따요. 날긴 톤지가로. 조롱아. 샤즈 지리 톤지로. 다 줘서 럭책다오. 다 줘. 딱하니 가용지다 줘 파르tir. 저 퍼스모지. 저 한남 나지나 버리. 남카즈니 스튼타 칸소즈니 가마라티 다오지레고.
That's not a choice. That's a response. Zhaxi Sang'e describes his decision to risk climbing to feed them. In his view, it is both a response to nature's call and another form of spiritual practice.
알아. 알아. 그거 때랑티 날 고쳐나서 고트그 parlene son다 고트그 럭처리 퍼라고 다 때랑들이 다와 특비 니크니라 고트그 리호 나들이 팀춘 가로 잠부 케레mek tamam 퍼사송즈 더 체르고 또 퍼디고 뭐 저거니 퍼다 당라 그 럭처도 숙도다 상마 문사라고 뭐
당시보다 어디 그다음에 또 저거 지노티나 남사소 도저야 지스라 용주 할려지 생각을 뭐 다음에 또 지주나 뭐마다 시작할 못 돈주다 시작 양처럼 뭐
저게 이제
제가 하려는가 지금 뭐도 또 무슨 그 인지리다 또 그지 아디다 그 하나 시작해서 그 소리 가서 오는데 팀이 또 말아 좀 손도 또 저거나 그 다지가 근데 또 뭔가 자지 못해 되게 도저다 할지를 근데 이제 말아 제대로 어디 하나 한번도 군대 대상 지금 데미 그거 PM 사 근데 또 뭐라 하지 자꾸 그때 지금 데미에게 럭셔 벌써 안 해.
됐나 더
Zhaxi Sang'e's guardianship extends beyond the mountains and wilds. To help villagers recognize and grow close to these neighbors from nature, he picks up a brush and paints the images of wild animals such as snow leopards, Tibetan foxes, and black-necked cranes on the monastery's brick walls, door beams, and the eaves of its scripture halls. These lifelike murals have become the most vivid textbooks. Devotees pass through the monastery each day, and with a lift of the eyes, they see these living beings alongside Buddha statues and scriptures. Zhaxi Sang'e believes that when what we seek to protect is no longer just a distant name, but it becomes a vivid presence before one's eye during daily chanting of sutras and the Buddha's name, reverence and compassion will naturally take root and grow. This miniature world upon the wall is another sanctuary he has built for wildlife. In Zhaxi Sang'e's ecological diary, besides the birds and beasts he sees every day, there are also blue blossoms swaying in the wind, the Juji blue poppy. This rare plant, found only on the Glog Plateau at elevations of 3,800 to 4,800 meters, has fewer than 5,000 individuals remaining in the wild, and is listed as endangered in the Red List of China's biodiversity.
전파가 섬동 굿잡 던치 던던치 당했다
去年我们记录了整整200多花，最后收获了37颗成熟的种子，在4800米的海拔上，每一株能开花的绿绒蒿都是奇迹。有人问我为什么要在这些花花草草上费那么多的时间呀？我想，如果连最适应这个高原的植物这个绿绒蒿都消失了，那我们的人类又该如何在这里继续生活下去？
Standing at the snow line of Nianbaoyuze, Zhaxi Sang'e often gazes eastward. He knows Every drop of meltwater from here will flow into the Yellow River and become the source that nourishes countless lives downstream. He explained this connection through the Buddhist notion of cause and effect. The good causes we plant here will bear good fruit far away. Protecting the source is protecting the life of the entire river. Dazhi County in Qinghai is nestled within the embrace of rolling green mountains and the Yellow River. Here, the weather is not just weather, but more like a dialogue between heaven, earth, and people. The movement of clouds and the trees of rain concern not only this grassland, but also the lives of countless people far away. Some spend a lifetime learning to understand this language. At 6 in the morning, as the first light of dawn appears, Wu Guojun is heading to the observation field, releasing balloons and collecting data. These seemingly simple actions he has repeated for 25 years.
今天有风，还气比较大，你们下来几个人帮忙挡一下气球吧。天气现在下雨，云状10%的 AC。
收到。2025年6月20日0 7时15分，放球时间已到，可以开始放球。
好，准备好，1、2、3，放了，放了。
Only when the balloon flies up and sends back the data can they know what heaven intends to do. Soon, data returns: wind spread, air pressure, humidity. The language of the sky is gradually translated into numbers. This place was once a blank spot on the meteorological map. Heavy snow, thunderstorms, and hail always arrived uninvited. In 1998, a young man boarded a bread-carrying truck and rattled his way to Dazhi. Wu Guojun was not yet 20 years old then. From that day on, his fate became tightly bound to this land. He started with the simplest observations, learning to read clouds and rain from the senior colleagues. He also witnessed the meteorological station changing bit by bit.
这是我们三江源核心区的首部的这个高速大天线的一个 C 波段天气雷达，在以后的这个三江源地区的这个防灾减灾方面发挥很重要的作用。
Nowadays, a new generation of weather radars stands towering atop the snow-capped peaks. Like the celestial eyes of the plateau, they gaze gently at the clouds as they drift and unfold. From observing clouds with the naked eye to probing the sky via radar, what has transformed is not merely the tools, but the very way humans converse with the heavens.
4.5个，和这边是5个，再找一个点。这边也是4.55个，糟糕，基本上都在5个左右。降水前期的干旱，后期的降水不均匀，这个好像这个牧草没有去年的好长的是吧？
对，今年的
产量不太高，
今年的气温要比往年要
低，然后
冷一点。
端午左右那一次的干旱，但是这边好像中度嘛是吧？干旱，
对，
所以牧草长势不是没有去年的好，所以今年的牧草产量还是不容乐观啊，不是特别好。反青绿是反正是已经是1个半月了吧？你看才长了，等于说是增长了1公分左右。所以长势还不是太好。看后期，好吧？是。
The herders often ask, isn't the growth of the grass determined by nature? What's the point of measuring it? They don't realize that the grassland is a barometer of the ecosystem. If the grass does not grow well, cloud seeding is needed. If it is too dense, hail prevention becomes necessary. Accurate forecasting can help a family protect their cattle and sheep, while scientific intervention can preserve the vitality of the land.
刚刚看了一下，就是米开普斯上的这个云图，建设的这个上空这一块，云系比较适合人工增雨。
就是这个早上会上的这个台也是说提出建设项附近今天对流云系比较旺盛啊，让我们做好监测，你就随时关注吧。要是有适合的天气过程，我们就准备就随时出去进行作业，好吧？
行，好的，师傅。
我们把外观先检查检查，就是稳定性。
喂，你好，达日县建设乡差6003申请现场空域。好的，好的，收到。现场空域申请已经批复，作业时间为5分钟。
好，我们准备作业，拿炮弹。
It is exceptionally quiet before the rain falls. Angles are calculated and ammunition checked. Every single number is treated with utmost caution.
现在多少度
2角55度。
可以了。
发射已准备，人员是否撤离完毕？
人员撤离完毕，可以发射。
收到。
刚好打到这对人了。
A rocket pierces the clouds, and the rain finally falls. The parched soil gets nourished. New greenery quietly emerges, and the river flows again. At this moment, the meaning of persistence becomes tangible and clear.
经过将近2年的努力吧，我们三江源核心区的首部的这个高转速大天线的天线雷达，终于收到了第1张高精度的回波图。这对我们以后的预报业务能力，我想会有一个很大的提升。
This radar in the eye, Wu Guojun has waited for half his lifetime. It can see through distant clouds and capture the shape of every snowflake. The meteorologists of Golog have finally moved from resonating themselves to fate. Wu Guojun said, this was not just his own aspiration, but the wish of generations of meteorologists. 25 years, more than 8,000 days and nights passing by, have honed the young man who first arrived here into a composed and steadfast meteorologist today. He has grown from an ordinary observer into a backbone of the plateau's meteorological course. Meteorological work evolves with each passing day, yet the mission of the guardianship never ceases. As the morning wind blows across the plateau once again, he gazes at the drifting clouds over the Bayan-Har mountains. He knows the rain will keep falling, the grass will stay green, and the story of guarding the Three Rivers Source region will never come to an end.